I think what's coming up right now is just shows how easy it is for people to get in and how lax security is.
Oklahoma's senior Senator Jim Inhofe on this program earlier discussing the email hacking of CIA Director John Brenner and Homeland Security Secretary Jay Johnson. A teenager taking credit for the hack claims he did it to protest U.S. foreign policy. Let's talk about it now. First with former Defense Department spokesman J.D. Gordon of J.D. Gordon Communications. Also joining us, Ryan Mauro, National Security Analyst for the Clarion Project. Welcome to you both. J.D., first to you. These security breaches and these hacks, why do they keep happening?
JD, good to see it. Well, that's because our government hasn't focused on stopping the problem. Look, this is so embarrassing. A 17-year-old kid's able to hack into our CIA director's account. You know, how much worse can it get? You know, JD, I got a letter in the mail a couple days ago from OMB saying my records have been compromised. This wasn't this big data breach from the Chinese, but the records were specifically my security questionnaire for my security clearance when I was at the Pentagon with my social security number, address, members of my family, talking about members of my family, foreign trips. Our government's got to get serious about stopping these type of hacks, and our information's way too vulnerable right now.
Mercy, to hear that, it's really scary, and it's come home to you first person, J.D. Ryan, let me turn to you. We just heard this story out of J.D. Gordon. What has been the reaction to all this hacking in the intelligence community?
Not a lot of surprise, actually. From those I've talked to that are connected with the intelligence community, there's kind of an assumption that this type of thing goes on all the time, that our cyber warfare defense capabilities are just not up to par. And if a 17-year-old is able to do this, imagine what rogue states and enemy states that actually invest millions of dollars into cyber attacks are able to accomplish. You have to assume now that every government official has had their private email hacked into. You just have to assume it at this point.
And boy, that just magnifies things with Hillary, but we're not going to go there. Instead, we're going to take a turn to the Middle East. Secretary of State John Kerry announcing the Obama administration now ready to discuss a multi-party negotiation when it comes to Syria. Take a listen.
And I will meet with leaders from Russia, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, and Jordan to work through real and tangible options that could perhaps reignite a political process and bring about a political transition in Syria.
Those real and tangible options. Is that possible when the president wants the Syrian leader to go and Russia wants him to stay? What do you think, Ryan?
I don't think so. I don't even think this is a new development. There have been these type of talks that are going on and on again. And the bottom line is that Assad is refusing to leave, even to just put a puppet in his place. That's an option that he's not willing to consider. The various Syrian rebel forces, all of them, no one is willing to accept having him in power. So they're just going to continue to fight endlessly, and that's horrible for American security because the recent congressional terrorism report said that what we are seeing is the largest convergence of jihadists in one spot in history.
Wow. So you have that convergence of the jihadists. Meantime, J.D. Gordon, we get news that just earlier today, our nation and Russia signed an agreement to avoid each other in terms of airspace while bombing in Syria. Is this just necessary, I guess we call it aviation control, or could this, in fact, be the start of a tangible partnership?
JD, I think it's just a necessary measure we have to have so we don't shoot down their aircraft, they don't shoot down ours. There are almost 10 countries flying combat missions over Syria. You have Russia violating Turkish airspace. So this type of airspace coordination is essential just to prevent some type of accident that would probably happen if we didn't have it.
We've got a minute left. And, J.D., something I'd really like to get your thoughts on. Democrats are suggesting the Select Benghazi Committee is a partisan witch hunt with Hillary as the target. But documents found at the compound in Benghazi revealed that there were worries about safety, and emails from Ambassador Chris Stevens show that he requested extra security. Now, aren't those legitimate reasons to have the hearings and especially to call in Hillary? 30 seconds. And first to you, J.D.
Well, yeah, if I was guilty of not doing my job, I'd want to focus on a red herring, too, and say, oh, it's just politicized. But no, 4 Americans died there because Hillary Clinton didn't provide the appropriate amount of security to keep our diplomats safe. So, of course, she wants to say it's politicized, but, JD, she has an excuse for everything. She's never really been trustworthy, and this is just more of the same.
JD Gordon in Washington. Ryan Mauro Skyping in from New Jersey. Gentlemen, you have our thanks. Well, you heard what they had to say. Do you agree or disagree? Love to get your comments. Send them to me at newsmaxtv.com/comments. When we come back, a healthy and passionate political discussion. David Goodfriend and Liz Peek talking about Joe Biden and Hillary. That's next. You've probably heard about the shocking new book, Unlikable, The Problem with Hillary by Edward Klein. Unlikable has already skyrocketed to the top of the bestseller lists. It's probably the most powerful expose on Hillary ever written. The author, Edward Klein, wrote the #1 New York Times bestsellers, The Amateur and Blood Feud. Now in Unlikable, Klein offers a stunning, powerful expose of Hillary Clinton and her floundering race for the White House. With unprecedented access, Klein meticulously recreates conversations and details of Hillary Clinton's behind-the-scenes plotting. Klein also reveals the angry rivalry between Hillary and Barack Obama. Now, Unlikable retails for $29.95, but you can get it with our free offer. So, get this almost $30 value today. Just go online or call the toll-free number on your screen. With the 2016 election fast approaching, you need to get Unlikable and be armed with the truth about Hillary. Check out our incredible offer right now.